Once a boy was passing through a dense forest. He saw a skull in his way. Firstly, he took the precaution whether there was any animal or not. He ran behind the tree and saw the skull carefully. Then he went closer to the skull. He asked the skull, "What brought you here?" The boy was amazed because the skull replied to the boy, "Talking brought me here, sir." He couldn't believe that the skull was speaking. Immediately, he ran towards the court of the king and told him, "I have seen a miracle. A skull was lying in our village in the forest, and when I got closer, the skull spoke to me." The king and all the ministers were shocked after listening to this. They all decided to visit that place and see the skull speaking. The king agreed with the ministers. So they all went with the man to see the speaking skull. The king was heading, and when they reached the place, they all saw the skull. Then the boy asked, "What brought you here?" Now the skull didn't answer the boy and remained silent. The boy asked the same question again and again, but the skull was dead silent. The king said to the boy, "I knew before that the skull can't talk. You are a liar, and now it's too much. You wasted our time, and now I will punish you." The king ordered his guard to cut his head and throw his head near the skull. When the king's soldier was just about to cut the head of the boy, the skull laughed and asked the man, "What brought you here?" The boy replied to the skull, "Talking." What do we learn from this? A fool speaks because he has something to say, but a wise man speaks because he has to say something. We see in life how we speak more and fall in trouble because when we speak more, our mind thinks more. But if we speak less, then our minds will be calm and peaceful.